Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be breaking down for you the best training split for all of my natural teen lifters out there who are looking to gain as much size, strength, mass, aesthetics as quickly as possible. And to preface this, I would like to mention that there are currently 5 seats available in my one-to-one mentorship program where I'm helping young teenage men ages 16 to 19 get the body that they've always dreamed of in 12 weeks. And so if that sounds interesting to you and you would like to get your dream physique, go down below and book a call with me to see if you are potentially a good fit for that program. I'm looking forward to working with you guys, but you must act quickly because those 5 seats, they're going to be on like that. Hopping right into this video, we're going to discuss what exactly you don't want to do. And a very common mistake that I see amongst teen lifters, that if they did not make this mistake, they would have that much more gains and they'd just be that much more optimized in the gym where they can make that much more progress that much more quickly. Okay, the very first mistake that I see is guys that go in and they train too frequently. And I'm a big believer in going in and just being an absolute monster, getting shit done, destroying your muscles, like just being an absolute animal in the gym. I totally believe in that. But what I don't encourage is doing that too much to where you're not able to fully recover. Because the idea is that you want to go in, train like an absolute animal, and then you want to be able to fully recover so you can go in and you can do it again and you can reap the most reward because you can train harder than you would if you weren't all the way recovered. So the more recovered you are, or not too recovered, but the peak level of recovery before it starts to go down from too much recovery, like right at that point is when you want to train that muscle group again. And so for people who are not natural, for people who are on performance enhancing drugs, they're able to go in, they're able to, destroy their muscle groups, right? For like 3 hours at a time. And then they can go in again in 36 hours and do the same thing again, which is just absolutely mind boggling. But that's just what happens from them using the performance enhancing drugs. And that's not you and me though. We're natural teen lifters. That is not us. And so what we're going to be looking at is a bit longer of rest time in between those muscle groups. That's going to allow us to get that full recovery, but not over recovery where you're just being lazy, but get that full peak optimal recovery. And so what exactly is this going to look like? How exactly are you going to do this? Well, it's going to be really simple, okay? What I want you to try, this is probably the most common split in the gym, is you do push, pull, legs. And so push is your push muscles. It's your chest, your triceps, your shoulders. Pull is your back and your biceps, or your back and your biceps. Legs is obviously your legs. And you're going to do push pull legs, rest day. That's 7 days a week. Boom. 3 3 1 7. Okay. And what this is going to allow you to do is this is going to allow you to find your sweet spot, because from that training split you can fine tune it for you. If you find that you go into the gym and say that you still feel sore for a particular muscle group that you're going in to train again, you should probably lengthen that time in between it. So if that means doing push pull legs rest day, push pull legs rest day instead of push pull legs, push pull legs, push pull legs, or if you want to do push pull legs rest day, or push pull legs, push pull legs, push pull legs rest day, push pull legs, push pull legs, push pull legs rest day, like whatever works for you. You just got to fine tune it for you, because what works for me is not going to work for you. What works for you is not going to work for Jonathan. What works for Jonathan is not going to work for Edgar. Like, it's different for every single person. And so you really need to fine tune it for you. And so, like I said, you go in, if you find that you're not fully recovered, you should give yourself more time to recover in between certain muscle groups. If you find that it's too easy, you feel too recovered, that's even possible. But I have experienced this though. If you find that you're too recovered, you should shorten that period. And so if that means doing squat and bench, back and shoulders, squat and bench, back and shoulders, squat and bench for 5 days a week, then so be it. Just fine tune what works for you. And this is going to take trial and error. This is going to take time. This is going to take you going to the gym, you going into the gym, putting in the work, and seeing what works for you. Like, I fine tuned my training split over about 2 years now. And it's finally gotten to a point now where I think that I'm able to go in, I'm able to train, I feel recovered, I feel ready to go, and I'm making progress. And that's exactly what I want you to do too. And like I mentioned, if you guys would like to just cut out all the BS, you just want the exact step-by-step process in the form of one-to-one coaching with me to get the body of your dreams in 12 weeks or less, you need to go down below and you need to book a call with me to see if you are potentially a good fit. There are only 5 seats available. And so if you don't act now, you might never get the chance to do this again. Go down below, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll catch you in the next one. Always remember to get her done.